All right, 1 minute walkthrough. Look, here's what you gotta do. Once it's up in the air and your tires are off, you come in here with a 24 and just loosen this nut. There's a nut right here that's missing. Come over here and loosen this. This is a 19 millimeter. Take out the cotter pin, loosen this, beat on the knuckle that's right here until this just falls down, okay? Right here, this is a 12 millimeter. Just holds right in between here. That's a 12 millimeter. Comes out pretty easy for me. Down here is a 22 millimeter. It goes through the frame, so you can reach it from either side. You're probably gonna need a wrench and a socket. 22 millimeter. Up top here, 19 millimeter. There's no nut on the bottom. Just unscrew that 19 millimeter. Right here is another 12 millimeter right here on the top. That just holds the hoses. And then right here, 19 millimeter, 19 millimeter. It's on the truck now, but that's just a bushing. When that's free, after you come over here 17 millimeter and release the hoses, it's gonna come off. And of course, you've got to release this side, the tie rods. Well, here's the situation. See all these drips right here? I was getting to where every time I'd stop driving after a while, it smelled like automatic transmission cooking in the summer. And well, that's a nice little smell and all. It wasn't good. So unfortunately, we're replacing the rack today on the Tundra. Oh boy, both sides are leaking too. So it's not just one place, it's all over. Well, it's here. Steering rack. One remanufactured, quality remanufactured rack and pinion. Got a little poking out. It's excited. It wants to jump on the truck. So let's do it. Yeah, first thing to do is go through here and just see that the new rack that we got looks good. So right away I noticed there's a little bit of rust right here behind this bracket. They've at least put rust-proof paint on, so that's good. Hopefully that'll work. Lines have a little bit of, gunk from the paint. It's not the best job, but hey, I didn't pay for the best job. I paid for cheap. And, that's fine. So, what are we gonna do? Hopefully they did a good job on the inside. That's all I care about. I didn't pay for the paint job. As long as the inside's got good stuff in it, and they were really prompt, they responded to me. So, let's see what happens here. Alrighty. So make sure this looks good before you start taking everything apart, or you're gonna have a bad day. Don't be a fool! Make sure you got your parking brake on and you're in park. We're going to disconnect the battery. We just want to make sure we do not roll. Keep yourself alive. Well, next we're going to disconnect the battery, the little electron storage box, because we're going to not want anything weird to happen. We like resetting our radio stations too. Yep, get that guy off. Got this neat little thing at O'Reilly's, and we're going to go ahead and drain out some of that fluid. We want that warranty on this thing, so we got to prove that we actually got all the old stuff out. There's no metal shavings. We got to replace the pump. Okay, well, first thing first, we're gonna clean this out a bit. She's a little dirty. And, one of the things that seems to happen on these is that the hoses get bad, so we'll probably replace the hoses at some point here too. But that is not for today. Today is already kind of shot. Just from doing the... Alright, we're gonna try this little siphon pump out. Bubbles. Alright, we're starting to fill up the jug. That's pretty neat. I like this little siphon hose. I'm sure I could have read the directions and figured it out, but ultimately what you do, just squeeze it, and then you put your finger on the out tip, then you let go while you're still holding your finger there. It'll start sucking fluid in. Once you got enough fluid sucked to get over the fender, it'll just start emptying it out for you. Look at that. Bubbles. Yeah, that's working nice. We're gonna go with double jack stands because I'm working alone, and well, either way I like myself and being alive. So I'll get this wheel off and then put it down on the jack stands. So, situation update. I left my camera on fast motion, so blah blah blah, here we go, and beat the knuckle, and here it goes. It comes. Well, look at the broken boot on this one. It's a good thing we replaced it because ooh, grease everywhere. Not great. All right, well, it was 19 turns over here, so it's like, you know, it's getting all worn out, so it's a good thing we're replacing it with some original high quality Toyota parts. Yep, that'll be real nice. Some fancy steering. All right, there's a 12 millimeter nut right here that I'm gonna try and get real quick with the wheel still on. This is the one part where you might have to hammer a little bit, so I just want to make sure we can do that. All right, yeah, she's coming right out. That's good. So I totally forgot to soak with PB Blaster, which is apparently sometimes necessary. Switch tools, and now that's out, so just keep that over here. Perfect. And hopefully that's gonna just let her slide right up. We get a little hammer out and do a little punching. All right, now we gotta pop this up just a little bit. So we're just gonna get a little punch and a chisel or a hammer. Just want it to come up a little bit. So we know she wants to come free. Well, I'm excited. I hope you're excited because it's everyone's favorite time of day. She's making a mess with Mike. Okay. Let's try 17. 17's good. Here we go. Now make sure you're not twisting the hose. If you're twisting the hose, rock it back and forth. But we're doing okay. Not a lot of corrosion down here, fortunately. So I got this truck because it wasn't all rotted out. All right, I'll get back to you. Anyone else ever have a dad who'd say, you know, don't be a drip? This is why. Kind of annoying. Laying down here, trying not to spray it all over the driveway. Drip, drip, drip. Not quite enough to come off, just enough to make a mess. Here's that mess I promised you. How exciting. Woohoo! Fluid actually doesn't look very bad, so that's nice. In Toyota's infinite wisdom, though, next one over is an 18 millimeter, so you gotta have 2 wrenches. Thanks, Toyota. Couldn't just do 2 17s. All right, I gotta apologize to Toyota. It's actually 2 17s, so thank you, Toyota. Love you. Sorry. I got a 12 millimeter holding these guys up here. Took it loose. Switch her over to the ratchet. I'm not using my electric ratchet like a sucker, but I got this cool flexi one. Look at this flexi guy, it's fun. Now we're over here on the passenger side. I'm gonna get this bolt out, and that gets this nice little bracket out. This had actually gone bad previously, so we'll check your bushings periodically. I'm gonna get this one out, and this one out. And with any luck, she's gonna drop out for us. I'm probably not gonna show you all those. They're pretty obvious. So hopefully we'll meet back up when this thing's on the ground. All right, y'all. Yeah, that just slipped right out of there, so that was nice. But she's on the ground. Got lots of sunshine today, so get a lot of lens flare. Makes it fancy. I think that's kind of like it's not Michael Bay, but you know, it's good stuff. All right. Gotta put the new one on. All right, I was gonna say, so I started this at about 9:30 and it's 11:15. So we've been at this about almost 2 hours, but it's not too bad. Don't forget to take off your old jam nuts and put them back on. You're gonna need those. You don't get free ones of those. Those cost money, man. Besides, these are in good shape. Nothing wrong with them. Get them on there. I think I'll do my tie rods after I get everything on, but oh well. Good enough. Yeah, let's wait. The other thing to not forget is your bushing. This just pulls right off, and then the bushing pulls out, and she goes back on. This little hole seems to go at the top here. There's a little break in the back. I didn't show you that. But this just slides off, and this pops off. You probably should replace your bushing while you're in there if you haven't in a long time. This was recently replaced, so I'm keeping it. Here's some hints. Take this off. Don't actually put this on before like you saw me. Take this guy off. He's kind of a pain. Get this centered in the middle. And then, you know, get yourself into the steering rack. So we can get you a good view here. Yeah, just get it kind of, in there. And get this bottom bolt in, and then put your bushing on. And that seems to work all right. Not too bad. You can do it one man. Make sure you match up your new ones. Here's your driver's side part number. And look, they match. They got the same little elbow. So make sure those guys are there. It's cool. It comes with the castle nut. There's your passenger side. So again, make sure they match up. Yep, remember how we wrote that down earlier? Went 19 turns. Now we get our jam nut on there. Once we've got it back into this little guy, put our castle nut and our cotter pin in. Then we're gonna go back through and torque spec everything, and we're ready to put wheels on. Woohoo! Well, had a nice little screw up here. I thought I'd centered the rack, but I didn't. So I guess there's a good reason to put those tie rods on early. Luckily, I haven't tightened everything down, but that wheel just, well, it ain't straight, but the steering wheel is. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in there and, loosen some stuff up and go back through it. Oh well. I didn't film bleeding the system because the weather started coming in and it was about to rain. But what you do is you put in the right fluid, which is non-automatic transmission fluid, and just spin the wheels back and forth a couple times until you're not getting any more fluid coming out of the reservoir or draining out of the reservoir. So good luck. Enjoy.